Halo, kembali lagi di Raha Realistis Studio. Karena ada halangan sesuatu, tutorial part 2 ini akan digantikan dulu oleh text to speech. Di chapter 3 di praktek tutorial animasi, semoga akan kembali dinarasi oleh admin asli. Oke, kali ini kita akan membahas tentang secondary action. Mari kita tonton dulu videonya.
Principle is called secondary action. This principle is often associated with overlapping action, although according to Frank and Ollie, it means something very different. Secondary action describes gestures that support the main action to add more dimension to the character animation. For example, a character may be walking angrily. The primary action is the legs, and the secondary action is everything else. The arms swinging, the head bobbing, and the facial movements. Let's say a character is about to knock on a door. The secondary action of the other hand will communicate what kind of door knocking this is. If it's a fist, it makes him look angry. If it's dainty, it gives him a graceful, happy vibe. If it's tucked close while the head looks back and forth before knocking, it communicates that he doesn't want to be discovered. This guy is picking up a box. We can give him more personality by having him rub his hands together and twiddle them in the air while getting ready to pick it up. It's important not to let the secondary action dominate the primary action. If a figure has a sad expression that should be seen, and we are adding a secondary action of wiping away a tear, the hand shouldn't cover the face. On the other hand, don't let it go unnoticed. People might not even notice that there's a tear there unless you give it its own time. This is why the principle of staging is very important in secondary action. So let's take this simple bite animation and give it some secondary action. First, let's make him lick his lips to show that he's hungry. Next, let's make him close his eyes and have his eyebrows go up, showing that he likes it. Last, let's make him shake his head because he cannot believe how good it tastes. The primary action is the bite, but all the secondary actions add more dimension to the bite.
Rangkuman dari secondary action adalah yang pertama. Overlapping dan follow through bukan termasuk secondary action. Ya, tak jarang bahkan kebanyakan, terutama saya sendiri, di waktu awal-awal belajar animasi mengira bahwa follow through dan overlapping adalah secondary action, tetapi ternyata itu berbeda. Overlapping dan follow through bisa merupakan kewajiban untuk diterapkan pada adegan animasi yang dibuat dan menyesuaikan dengan gerakan animasi, sementara secondary action tidak selalu menjadi kewajiban, dan ini harus sesuai dengan cerita dan permintaan dari sutradara. Kedua, secondary action lebih tepatnya adalah action pendukung untuk lebih meyakinkan acting dari karakter. Pada umumnya ada 3 level rasa, misal pada ketika marah yaitu ada level marah biasa, level marah sedang, dan level sangat marah. Jadi secondary action bisa dilakukan untuk menunjukkan di level marah manakah acting yang kita buat. Misal bisa digunakan untuk level sangat marah, maka secondary action bisa menambahkan adegan seperti berteriak dan lain-lain. Ketiga, dalam membuat secondary action, jangan sampai membuat acting menjadi rumit atau terlalu rim. Terkadang sutradara meminta cukup dibuat lebih simpel saja. Walaupun menjadi menyebalkan, ketika kita sudah capek-capek membuat secondary action dan malah ujung-ujungnya ditolak, sutradara ibarat adalah keputusan Tuhan dalam industri film. Keempat, sering-seringlah latihan dalam membuat secondary action dengan berakting sendiri atau melihat referensi agar secondary yang dihasilkan terlihat natural. Oke, sekian untuk tutorial kali ini. Jangan lupa like, subscribe, dan bagikan agar admin lebih semangat dan yakin untuk berinvestasi lebih di channel ini. Hehehe. Terima kasih.